Happy New Year's, everybody! And yes, what's the guy shit? I'm Sonic here, and we're looking forward to 2022, which means more games, more movies, and what better way to celebrate this new year is with a debunk. Okay, let's just get started. Okay, when I mean debunk, I don't mean personally disrespecting the guy Leopold the Brave that made these two Sonic battles. This is just clearing some of the things that he mistaked and purposely underestimated it, or accidentally underestimated. So, without further ado, let's get started with the debunk of Shadow vs. Ryu and... Knuckles vs. Ryu and Shadow vs. Bayonetta. Okay, at first we're going to start off with Knuckles vs. Ryu, where, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this, Ryu won. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about, Leo.
Let's start off with speed. Knuckles has supersonic movements with hypersonic reactions as he's able to keep up with a casual Sonic and punch so fast that his fists ignite. And Ryu has supersonic movements and hypersonic reactions as he's able to dodge point-blank gunfire and can fire and avoid Hadoukens. This means that their speed is completely equal, leaving this up to a battle of brains versus brawn.
Okay, one thing's for sure, their speed is not equal. In Sonic Generations, Sonic can fix space and restore life and color by accelerating through time. While their speed is not equal, Knuckles should be able to keep up with Sonic very easily. This should put Knuckles' speed at around faster than light, which is much more faster than Ryu and his reaction time.
Sadly for Knuckles, his brawn wasn't enough. Knuckles is regularly island level, giving him superior base strength, but Ryu has everything else, literally meaning everything else. Skill, intelligence, range, experience, and durability, which grows even higher as he can create barriers with the Satsui no Hado.
Okay, I can already agree that Ryu has the skill and experience advantage, considering that Knuckles has been stranded on an island for 16 years. But everything else, no. When it comes to durability, Knuckles has taken a hit from Chaos, which has proven to destroy the world once. And when it comes to intelligence, he's smarter than you think, as when Dr. Robotnik was trying to steal the Master Emerald, his solution was destroying that. That feat will get to you later. This means that Knuckles is completely more durable and smarter than you think, Leo.
Not to mention, when Ryu transforms into Evil Ryu, his strength rises to match Base Akuma, who can punch down islands. So while Knuckles may be stronger than Base Ryu, Evil Ryu is able to equal that strength, completely removing Knuckles' only advantage in this fight. And yes, I am aware that Knuckles does have transformations as well, but in order to use his transformations, Knuckles needs outside help by Sonic sharing Chaos Energy or prep time in order to find the emeralds. Two things that aren't allowed in versus debates. He can't just pull emeralds out of his butt like Sonic. Meanwhile, all of Ryu's transformations and powers can be done by himself at any time. And come on, when's the last time we've seen Hyper Knuckles anyways? It's clearly not part of his standard arsenal.
Okay, I agree that Base Knuckles is stronger than Base Ryu, but Evil Ryu stronger than Base Knuckles? No. The best we see Ryu do in his base form is scale to Akuma, which can destroy an island, so it's no wonder that Evil Ryu has the same power levels as Akuma, which is... weak. Meanwhile, Knuckles in his base form has more than enough to show planetary feats, destroying the Master Emerald and taking hits from Chaos. We know why this feat is impressive, but why is this feat impressive? Well, we know that the Master Emerald has greater power than the full set of Chaos Emeralds, and those guys has unlimited energy, can control space and time, and move pieces of the earth around. So it's no wonder that the Master Emerald can do the same. And Knuckles with his bare fist has been able to shatter that thing into pieces. Meaning that Knuckles in his base form is planet levels of power. More than enough to one-shot Evil Ryu. Meaning that Knuckles doesn't even need Hyper Knuckles.
You may want to ask me, would Knuckles win if Ryu wasn't allowed to use his transformations? And the answer is no. Once again, strength is literally the only thing Knuckles would have since their speed is even.
Once again, Knuckles is stronger, faster, more durable, and smarter than you think.
Plus, Ryu can still tap into the Satsui no Hado's powers without fully transforming, remember? Knuckles may be able to punch really hard, but Ryu is quick enough, skilled enough, and smart enough to know not to get hit in the first place. Ryu beats Knuckles for the exact same reason someone like Sonic beats Knuckles. Heck, even Sonic himself commented on how easy Knuckles was to read, so someone with Ryu's skill and intelligence would be able to do the same with no problem.
First off, that quote came from Sonic X, which isn't canon, and it's a big no-no in debates. And Knuckles is not dumb. Knuckles has been stranded on an island for his entire life, and Dr. Eggman, being the first person he's seen, is telling him that a blue hedgehog and a fox with two tails is gonna steal the Master Emerald. Of course, he's gonna believe him. Question me this, Leo. If a girl at the age of 6 sees a strange man in a car and saying that he has candy, and if she believes it in an instant, does that make her stupid? No! It makes her naive, which is completely different. The same can be said for Knuckles. So while Ryu has the experience and skill advantage, while their intelligence is pretty equal at the time, which I believe, Knuckles' superior strength, speed, and durability has more than enough to withstand evil Ryu, base Ryu, and even the power of nothingness Ryu. Looks like Ryu's just sure you can't keep up with Knuckles. The winner is Knuckles. So we've proven this battle wrong, so let's prove this battle wrong.
Well, in the area regarding stats, they're pretty much equal at their peak with planet-level stats and massively faster than light speeds. But when it actually comes to the speed, Bayonetta is over 400,000 times the speed of light from crossing the solar system in as little as a minute with Jubileus. And while Shadow is massively faster than light too, we don't know by how much. There's literally zero reason to assume that he'd be equal or greater than Bayonetta in speed, considering he hasn't shown any speed feats even close to hers.
Unlike Knuckles, in their base forms they're completely equal in speed, meaning that Shadow would blitz speed Bayonetta before she would have time to attack him.
When it comes to strength, Bayonetta and her strongest summons can defeat Planet Busters, while Shadow, using the power of the Chaos Emeralds as Super Shadow, is also planet level.
Okay, Super Shadow is anything but planet level. If you thought Super Shadow scaling to Super Sonic who's fought Dark Gaia who could split the planet into pieces was all, well, think again. In Sonic 06, which is canon, Super Shadow has fought Solaris, a dimensional being that can consume space and time itself. You're easily underestimating him right there, Leo. Okay, I'm aware that Super Shadow needed help of Super Sonic and Super Silver, but on the flip side of that coin, even if one Hedgehog were to defeat him now, he would still exist in the past and future. Which is why all three Hedgehogs needed to beat Solaris all at once. So it puts each Hedgehog at around multiversal level. So she would not stand a chance.
Shadow's base form is completely screwed.
Okay, for this I'm not going to bring up Sonic Forces because I know this episode came out before. Instead, I'll bring up Sonic and the Secret Rings. In that game, Sonic in his base form has fought Eraser Djinn, who's absorbed 100 to 1,000 dimensions of the Arabian Nights, which are endless. This puts base Sonic at a high universal, and Shadow in his base form could be less than or equal to that power, leaving Bayonetta screwed.
Meanwhile, Bayonetta's stats are all her own, not to mention she can completely outnumber Shadow with her summons that are at the same power. Now you could try to argue that Shadow could just negate Bayonetta's speed advantage by using Chaos Control, but she's just too fast. Sonic in his base form can reach up to hypersonic speeds, yet was still able to move within Chaos Control, so he wouldn't be slowing down Bayonetta anytime soon with her insane speeds.
Again, play Sonic Generations. And plus, when Bayonetta uses Witch Time, everything slows down, which means they're still moving at a slow rate. But when Shadow uses Chaos Control, time stops, period. Look at the differences, Leo, and tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Not to mention, Bayonetta's Witch Time is much more useful anyways, as it can slow down time further than anything Chaos Control has done, and she can stack multiple Witch Times on top of each other, preventing Shadow from countering it with Chaos Control.
Again, like I said, Leo, look at the differences and tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Now, Shadow can do a lot more with Chaos Energy than just slow down time, but Bayonetta's arsenal is much more useful. If you think about it, most of Shadow's powers are exactly the same. Chaos Spear, Chaos Blast, Roaming Chaos, Chaos Magic, they're all just bursts of Chaos Energy in different shapes that do nothing more than hit you. Meanwhile, Bayonetta has weapons with tons of properties, like weapons that can poison you or suck out your very soul.
Well, that's true, but the problem is that she would have to stack them on Shadow, but she can't because he's too dang quick. And also, about that Chaos Energy that do nothing more than hurt you, he can easily stack those on Bayonetta because she's too dang slow. This goes to show, while Bayonetta has the upper arsenal and she's more skilled, Shadow's superior strength, speed, durability, and overall experience is more than enough to bring the Umbra Witch down. I guess Bayonetta wasn't too much of a challenge for Shadow, the ultimate life form, in which she's just too dang weak. The winner is Shadow the Hedgehog. So thanks for watching, comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Try to